Hi guys, welcome back to Stacking Stocks once again as we go through our exciting content as usual. Now, what do we have for you today? So, Elon Musk has just declared war. We will also look at the latest information from the Tesla CEO on high production and cash flow issues. But before we dive into today's topic, please hit that like, share, and subscribe button, and don't forget to ring the notification bell for future updates. Okay. So Elon Musk seems to be enraged by the lies spread and the lawsuits against him and Tesla. Musk shared in a recent tweet that Tesla is building a hardcore litigation department where lawsuits will be directly initiated and executed. He added that the team would report directly to him. He said that the team would commit to two things: never seeking victory in a just case against him, even if they will probably win, and never surrendering or settling an unjust case against them, even if they will probably lose. This reflects previous comments made by Musk about his and Tesla's policy for litigations. Tesla's policy is never to give in to false claims, even if they would lose, and never to fight true claims, even if they would win. Well, Musk has previously said that he doesn't settle under any condition, and he put that policy to the test during a lawsuit over the acquisition of Solar City. All other defendants who consisted of Tesla's board settled when investors sued over alleged mishandling of Tesla's Solar City allegations, except for Musk. The case went to trial last year and Musk recently came out on top. But the timing of the announcement is strange, as it comes a day after an allegation of sexual misconduct came out against Musk that involved a reported settlement between the alleged victim and SpaceX over the situation. However, Musk is specifically talking about Tesla's legal department. Applications for Tesla's upcoming litigation department seem to be simple enough, with Musk advising those who wish to join the team to just send 3 to 5 bullet points describing evidence of exceptional ability to justice@tesla.com. And Tesla already has an extensive legal department, including litigation lawyers, but it also works with outside firms in bigger cases. The company is always embroiled in many different cases before the courts, but it has been involved lately in some more high-profile cases, including a lawsuit over allegations of racial discrimination that resulted in a $137 million award that was later slashed to $15 million. Interestingly, in Musk's new statement, he mentions Tesla directly initiating and executing lawsuits. While Tesla gets a lot of press when it is being sued, the automaker has also been known to file lawsuits too, especially when it comes to cases of intellectual property theft. Now, Musk's decision to create an assertive litigation team for Tesla could prove beneficial in the long run. The electric vehicle maker, thanks in no small part to its tendency to maintain its silence, has largely become a punching bag of sorts for skeptics and media outlets that run with negative narratives surrounding the company's innovations and projects. This will likely change if the company has a litigation team that is not afraid to punch back. Such a strategy has been quite effective in China. Tesla China has an assertive legal team, and it has already helped the company overcome intense negative campaigns in both mainstream and social media. Over the years, the efforts of Tesla China's legal team have resulted in news outlets publishing apologies and retractions for inaccurate reporting, and social media influencers openly admitting to lying about the company's products for clout. So that's it on Tesla's potential litigation department. Get ready for it, as Elon Musk mentioned that there will be blood. And keep watching as we get into Elon Musk's comments on high production and cash flow issues. Now, Elon Musk tweeted that production and break-even cash flow would be Rivian's true test, as he was responding to a tweet that noted Tesla's progress when it went public. Elon Musk weighed in on Rivian a day after the Tesla's competitor's blockbuster initial public offering. In a tweet, the Tesla CEO said that high production and break-even cash flow would be the truest test for Rivian, and that Tesla was the only American car maker to have achieved those benchmarks in the past 100 years. Musk was responding to a tweet pointing out that Tesla, which is cash flow positive, had already been selling its Roadster model for 2 years, with plans to roll out the Model S when it went public in 2010. Rivian, in comparison to Tesla, just started selling its vehicles and has been reporting significant losses. The EV company, which is backed by Ford and Amazon, reported a net loss of $1.59 billion in the first quarter of 2022, based on $95 million in revenue. The company said it delivered 1,227 vehicles to customers during the past 3 months, bringing its total number of deliveries to 2,148. Rivian said it now has over 90,000 reservations for its R1T and R1S electric vehicles, up from 83,000 as of its last update in March. The company says that as of May 9th, it has produced approximately 5,000 vehicles, including its electric truck, SUV, and delivery van for Amazon. The company released its first quarter earnings after a particularly bad week, with its stock dropping to all-time lows on the news that Ford, which was one of its prominent investors, was selling about 8% of its shares in Rivian. Well, Rivian's stock price has been slipping since its historic IPO last year, when the company debuted on the public market at an overall valuation of over $80 billion. Since then, supply chain constraints and manufacturing woes have slowed its progress. Like other automakers, Rivian has had trouble securing the materials that are needed to manufacture lithium-ion batteries for its vehicles, in addition to the semiconductor chips needed to power many of its high-tech features. Since the IPO, Tesla has ramped up production to deliver about 500,000 cars every year, with the company entering the trillion-dollar market value club. But in a call with investors, Rivian CEO RJ Scaringe said the end is near for supply chain disruptions. However, Adam Jonas, an analyst for Morgan Stanley, noted that Rivian's enterprise value, which is essentially its market capitalization minus less net cash, is currently just above $0. This sends the message to investors that unless Rivian can get its supply chain under control, it may have to dilute shareholders. In response, Rivian CFO Claire McDonough said that the Rivian has $17 billion in cash on hand, which should allow it to ramp up production at its Normal, Illinois plant to the point of profitability. Rivian has responded by pulling back on its ambitions and maintaining a more modest schedule for the rest of the year, only producing 25,000 vehicles over the course of 2022, according to its prior earnings report. In its Q1 earnings, Rivian says it remains on track to produce that number of vehicles this year. Rivian CEO RJ Scaringe said that the company has $17 billion in cash on hand and remains on track to launch its new EV platform, R2, at a new factory in Georgia in 2025. R2 will serve as the basis for a new compact SUV that Rivian says will be more affordable than its first two vehicles, both of which retail for over $70,000. The company's R1 platform is the dual-motor architecture that undergirds the R1T truck and the R1S SUV. In the first quarter, Rivian produced 2,553 vehicles, but only delivered 1,227 of those vehicles to customers. Asked about this gap, McDonough said it was the result of being a direct-to-consumer company without a traditional dealer network to serve as distribution hubs. While Rivian has the distinction of being the first to bring its electric truck, the R1T, to market, Ford's electrified F-Series is expected to drive more customers to consider switching to EVs. Now, do you think Tesla and Elon Musk's move to have a litigation department is a good idea? And how will it impact the giant EV company? On top of that, with Elon Musk commenting on Rivian's production and cash flow, do you think the company can achieve high production and a positive cash flow like Tesla? Please engage us via the comments section. Hope you enjoyed the session today. Thank you for tuning in, and see you next time.